For drills 1 and 2, you will be introduced to 2 new techniques that happen a lot in classical guitar playing: the free stroke and the block chord. So the free stroke is just when you play it, it could be one note or multiple ones, and they pass over the strings above it. They don't rest on the string above it, but they pass over them like this. A block chord is what I just played. A block chord is when you play 3 or more strings at the exact same time, and that's what drill 1 is. So let's get into that. So for drill 1, you will rest, it says to rest on strings 5 or 6 with your thumb. You can also do 4. I like to rest on string 4, but it's really up to what is comfortable with your hand. We will then set up I, which is index, M, which is middle, and A, which is ring, on strings 3, 2, and 1. And we will play them all at the same time. What we're going to do is push through the string and bring our fingers to the palm of our hand. For this technique, we want to move from this knuckle more than from here. So if you were to play and bring to the palm of your hand and only touch this part, you'll see that's mainly the middle joint, right? We want this knuckle joint more, not just this one. So when you bring your hand in after pushing through and playing those strings, I want you to play more toward this part of your hand, like this. All right. So that's going to be the technique for that. Before we play through this, there are some other things I want to explain. To stick with the exercise, the way it's going to work is we're going to count to 4 repetitively. Whenever we say 1, that's when we're going to push through and pluck those strings. 2, 3, and when we say 4, set it back down. So it'll look like this. 1, 2, 3, set it back down. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And that's the basis of this drill. It's to get the block chord down. So the block chord uses free stroke. It's just the 3 fingers happening at once, and your thumb will keep your hand stable here. I want to talk about some other things though, and you can find them in the book, but I want to talk about it in this lesson. Let's talk about the way your hand's going to be positioned. So here, just like we had mentioned in the setting up of the hand where you put a fist, here it's just like you open up that fist and let the fingers rest on the guitar. You're going to keep your wrist straight this way. So you're not going to be bent like this or in the other way, just straight this way. Also, I want you to have the top of your hand about parallel to the top of the guitar. Everybody's hand is a little bit different, but I want to make sure that you have enough space in between the palm of your hand and the guitar so that your fingers can move and touch the palm of your hand. If you're too close, if you have a low wrist like this, the only way to move is up, which isn't good. We want to push down and through the strings like this, bring them to your palm, and then set them back up again. That's called planting, and play it again. All right? So that's how we do the block chords. This is drill exercise 1. I'm going to play through it a few more times. So I'll count to 4, and I'm going to go ahead and plant, meaning I'll set all the fingers up to begin with. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So you'll notice I talked about pushing into the strings and then playing through. That's just to get the strings vibrating more toward the top. The guitar is built much like a drum is, where the back and sides are hard wood, and then the top is a thinner wood that's more resonant. So if we can get the strings vibrating more up and down toward the top by pressing down before we play through, not only will it be louder, but it makes the sound of it more rich. So that's why I want you to do that. So quick review, we are going to have a straight wrist this way. The top of our wrist will be parallel just about to the top of the guitar. There may be some way, kind of way to be lenient. But what you want to very much avoid is having a low wrist where it forces you to pluck upwards. Because for the free stroke, we're moving in between the space of our palm and the hand. And for now, we're going to play through the strings and make a fist each time. After a couple weeks, you won't have to make the full movement, but you need to train your fingers to move from these specific muscles. So make a full fist at first. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And you don't have to play along with this video. This is just a demonstration. You can pick whatever speed you like. Go very slow, be comfortable, give yourself some time to set up. Okay? Some things to look out for. If you're flatter like this, look, I have it's straight here and a lot of curve for my middle joint. I don't want that. I want my fingers curved. A lot of people teach that your tip of the finger here, and your knuckle here should just about line up with a line. So think about it that way. Even if it's not completely, it should be more that way than more extended. Your fingers need to be curved. Okay? If they're more extended, what happens is they have to travel along the string like this to finally get into that curved position and then play. You don't want to have them extended, move, get into position and play. You want to start from that position of being curved. All right? Also, if they're more extended, you're going to want to do the opposite of a free stroke, which is a rest stroke where you press into it. So keep them fingers curved, all right? I will see you in the next lesson. Drill